in the last podcast of the year, for the last Five for Friday of the year, I thought it would be fun to look back at the 5 posts that received the most impressions in the last year from our consistent efforts on LinkedIn. I did exclude the staff announcements and some of the redundant posts, and I think these 5 are a pretty interesting sum up of the year for us. Coming in at 5, it's our group picture from the end of NIGP, where we all gathered in front of the Cheers bar in Boston and wished everybody a great year until we see you all in Louisville coming up this year. At number 4, a shot of my team when we gathered in Austin in November, with the vast majority of my folks making it into town, but also a strong handful on our Zoom participating virtually. It was a great several days, and it's really valuable for a team that is often pretty remote to be able to have time to connect and to learn from each other. Coming in at number 3, our job posting, where we introduced our kick line that Civic Initiatives was work from home before work from home was cool. As I said in the Lifescape post earlier this week, we added 20 people to Civic this year and have a few more names coming in the next several weeks. And we're still hiring if you're still looking. Coming in at number 2, one of the newsletter articles, this one about procurement as a career and why procurement should be on the list for graduating seniors to consider as a destination profession. We did a lot of content this year on trying to raise visibility into recruiting new people into procurement and really being aware of the impact of staffing on our profession. So if you take a look at that one, both number 1, if you're not subscribed to the LinkedIn newsletter, I do something there every month. And number 2, we will definitely be doing more content on both attraction, retention, and then dealing with some of the gaps that are coming in the coming months and quarters. And then finally, the number 1 impression post of the year, and no surprise to me actually, is a picture that I took in front of the Montana State Capitol, where it was the first time that we had gone on site for Discovery in 2 years since COVID. And it was great to get out onto client side again, which was definitely one of the lagging indicators of COVID as it retreated this year. Hopefully it will stay in retreat. Finally, I'll mention that this week I did post a couple of other pieces of content that I staged up while I took a little vacation. One of them was the Lifescape post, where I try to every December look back at the year and mark so that I don't forget major things that happened either personally or professionally. It's a practice that I think is important to make sure that we are enjoying the destination. It's a practice that I think is important to really enjoy the process and not just the outcomes, and to be able to mark our passage of time. So if that is interesting to you, take a look at that post. I'll put it as a bonus piece of content. And I think that it's something that I am glad that I started doing. So with that, have a happy Friday and a happy new year. Hi, it's Dustin Lanier. Thanks for listening. Please find me on LinkedIn for original public sector operations content every week. And please reach out to me if I and my team of procurement professionals at Civic Initiatives can help you be a public procurement change agent.